What's going on, everybody? So today in this video we are going to talk about the high ROI YouTube automation system that I have built for you guys. So in this system you will get you can create script for your videos and voiceover at scale. So you just need to click one button and it will create video scripts and voiceover for your YouTube channel, and it is very important for Faceless YouTube channel, I would say, rather than the Facecam YouTube channel, because in a Faceless YouTube channel, I believe that almost all the creators who are like in that space are creating videos from other scripts, and then they just rewrite the script and then get them voiceover through any other AI tool like Elevenlabs or ChatGPT or HeyGen tools like that. They get them voiceover. So it is very important video for you if you are doing a faceless YouTube channel. Of course, you can also replicate the same system for your Facecam YouTube channel, where you can generate a script from other YouTube videos, get them transcript, and then rewrite that script through AI. So now it is very important for both of you if you want to follow the system and scale your script. So like if you are interested, watch this video till then, and you will get, by end of this video you will have a full idea of like how to create the system and then how to do it at scale to save much of your time, and then you can focus on more important tasks like editing and publishing your videos on YouTube. So yeah, now let's dive into that. So okay, so first of all, what we are going to talk about, so first thing first, why is this system is so important, how to do this with 20% effort, how to do it cost effectively, and the use cases of this system, right? So now let's talk about this one. Why is this so important? So basically it is important when you want to replicate the success of other YouTubers, right? So now how to do this with 20% effort. So basically we are not only going to get the script, but also like going to get the voiceover. So I forgot to add that in this particular doc. So there's always a system and processes that make everything easy and simple, right? So like if you want to achieve anything in your life, or if you want to do something effectively, you have to have system and processes in place in order to organize things, and then don't need to, yeah. So like that is very important part of any kind of learning or any kind of processes that you are following or work you are doing, right? So now make.com is such a system that will help you to connect to software or the application and automate the things, right? So now to make it very simple and easy, here are the tools that we are going to use. Make.com for automation, YouTube to MP3 API, which is the rapid API. So we are going to use API to get the transcript of the YouTube video, then OpenAI API to get a transcription and generate the script from that transcription, Google Drive for storing files, Airtable for the database, and the last but not the least is Elevenlabs for voiceover. So whenever, like, once we are getting the script from the YouTube video, we are going to voice over that through Elevenlabs. Now what are the use cases to get the exact scripts at scale? So like if you want to, let's say if you have a 50 reference video, shorts video that you want to replicate, now click on each short video and then get a script of that video and then regenerate a script. It will going to take a lot of time, maybe a week of time. But again, if you want to do it at scale and save that week of time, you can use this particular system that I'm going to show you in this video. Let's go through the whole system that I have created, and then we can see how to build it from the scratch. So basically this is the system that I have created, and this is the Airtable database which we are going to use to create another system from the scratch, so that you can understand how to actually create this kind of system, right? So basically let's first understand each part of this system, and then we will see how to create it. So basically first thing is the webhook. So basically from this, whenever like we click on this particular button, generate script, this particular flow is triggered, right? So whenever you click on that button, it will trigger the flow, and then from that point it will move forward to the next step, right? So now the next step is to get the record from the Airtable, like everything from that particular table, from video link to id to everything, right? And then from that we are parsing a text through the regex pattern. So basically what we need is we need a video id from the video link, so that is why we are using the text parser. And once we get the id of the video, then we will use the api to get the transcription of that particular video through the http module, right? So if you can see here, we have used the third-party api to get the transcription of the video. Once we get that, we need to get that file, because the file, the data that you are getting is in a link form. So now we need to convert that file into a downloadable file, right? So for that we are using a get file module in the http, this one, right, this module. Now then once we get the file, now we need to upload that file to somewhere else to use that file, right? You cannot use file directly from this particular module. So for that we are using Google Drive to upload a file to a particular location. And once we do that, we need to download that file. Right now again, you cannot again use this uploaded file. You need to download that file, and then you can provide that downloadable link of the file to the OpenAI. So that way OpenAI can access that file and then perform a particular action that we have assigned to the OpenAI, right? So now once we download the file, there are two OpenAI module which we are using. The first module we are using to get the transcription of the video from the mp3 file, and then the second module is, once we get the transcription, we need to rewrite that transcription to generate our own unique script, right? So for that we are using the second OpenAI module. And once we get the script, we are going to use a Google Doc to create a script or the document for that. And then we can we store it to the particular location where we can find it very easily. And then once the last step is to update the status and the link of the doc in the database. Now again, we are going to use we are going to add another module to get the transcription of the video, so that I can show you that you can also get this voiceover, get the script voiceover automatically without doing anything, without going to without going to the Elevenlabs, right? So we are going to do all of these things in a matter of time, and it is a very simple system, so don't worry about it. I'm going to show you each and everything in order to perform this particular action, right? So yeah, now let's dive into the creating this exact system for you. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, so first step is to come to make.com and create a scenario. So like if you have an account with make.com, just log into that account and then come to this scenario option here, and then click on create a new scenario. Once you create a new scenario here, now just click on this plus icon, and then go to the search app and then click on webhook. So basically we are going to trigger this particular workflow through webhook whenever we whenever you click on that generate button, right? So for that purpose we need webhook to trigger this workflow. So now click on this custom webhook, and once you click on this custom webhook, now I already have multiple webhook created for the other workflow, but here you can click on this add button and name this webhook name this webhook in a way that you can remember this name, right? So basically I'm going to name it taste YouTube so that I can remember that this is the taste workflow, not a real workflow, right? So yeah, now once you created the webhook, now next step is to copy this particular webhook URL that you can see here. Copy this and now go to your database, which is Airtable in this particular case. So go to Airtable and I'll show you like what to do. So like if you are just started using with the Airtable, come to Airtable, login or sign up to Airtable, and then click on the start from scratch. And once you create a base, just create a column in that. So now I already have a base which I'm going to use for this particular video, which is a faceless YouTube. So I'm going to click on that, and here this is the table that I'm going to use. So basically in this table I have, or I already have created certain columns that I need in order to get all of this up and running, right? So basically if you have created this table recently, just add these columns that you can see here in video link, status, this button column, title, transcript and script link, and you're good to go. Now the main part here is like the generate script. So for that go to your button column, edit that field, and in here action item, select the open URL. So whenever like you click on that button, it will open the URL. Because you are on a free version, you can only trigger the webflow, trigger the webhook via this option. So now just copy this particular formula in this URL formula button and replace your webhook URL with this webhook URL with yours. So now in our case, which is this one, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay, and now if I can click on save, it is save. And if I can click on the click on the button, it will trigger, it will successfully determine, right? So it's successfully done, which means that this webhook is now up and running, and now we can trigger this particular workflow using that button. So now the first part is done. Second part is to get the record from that from this particular Faceless YouTube table, from the Airtable base, right? Why? Because we need to parse this URL from this table to this workflow, and to do that, first we need to fetch all the data that we have in that workflow in that table. Let's first run this particular module so that we can get the record ID. Okay, so once we click on that button, we'll see that we get the record ID. So the flow triggered and create a record ID for us. So now click on Airtable, get the record from the space, click on the get record, and then select the base, select the connection. So like if you are doing it for the first time, you just need to click on add, and then you can give access to your Airtable account to the make.com, so that way you can connect your Airtable to the make.com. And once you do that, select the base that your table is in. So I'm choosing Faceless YouTube. In that the table is facecam short copy, and the record ID, just add this record ID in this one. And now if you can okay. Now if you can just run this module and paste this record ID, it will retrieve all the data that it has. So yeah, see, title, video link, status, script link, transcription, text, each and every record that this particular record ID contains, it will fetch everything. So now the first two part is done. Now the third part is to parse the YouTube video URL to a text parser to get the video ID, because we are going to get the MP3 file from the video using the video ID. So we cannot use URL, because the API that we are going to use is only support the video ID, not the whole URL, right? So for that we need to parse the video link to get the video ID out of that. And for that we are going to use text parser, and we are going to do it with the help of regex. So for that we are going to use match pattern. So now once you click on that, global match years, yep, okay, and now I'm going to copy the pattern, regex pattern directly to save the time. But again it will get the portion of the string after the short. So let's say I'll show you, like, see, here is the video link, right? And we want a portion of the text only after this short and slash. After this slash we want this one. So that is why if you can see the pattern, it will extract all the string and all the text after the shots and flash. Okay, now click on OK and just click on OK, and then if you can just run this one and okay. So in the text, click on put the video link, and now if we want to just test it out, let's do that. Okay, if you can just run on this model and paste the video link here, we'll get the video ID out of that. See, so yeah, that's how we can do it. And to get this to create this regex pattern, you can use OpenAI, and I already have created one video around what is regex and how to create a regex very simple, very easily. You can watch that video, and I will put down the link of that video in the description box below and the upper side of this video. You can click on that link and watch that video after this particular video, so that you can know how to use regex in your make.com workflow or any kind of automation and the coding that you are doing, right? So it is very, very powerful stuff. So now the 3 steps are done. The next step is to get the transcription or get the mp3 file from the video ID. Now before we proceed the next step, the very first thing that we need to do is to get the API access that we are going to use for this particular video, right? So for that, we are going to use a particular platform called Rapid API. Now this there is a lot of APIs available in this particular platform that you can use. So just go to rapidapi.com, create your account and search for YouTube to mp3. Once you search for YouTube to mp3, there are a bunch of APIs that you can use basically, but there is one API that I found very useful and has a lot of access on their free plan, which is this YouTube to mp3, which is this one by YDJAR. So basically this one has a lot of flexibilities plus highest accuracy. Of course sometimes it will lag, but it will have a lot of very large limit on the free plan. Basically you can get the mp3 file of the YouTube video 200 per day. So you can basically get 200 videos mp3 file per day in free plan, and that is more than sufficient for our purpose, right? So just go to this, subscribe to that plan, free plan, and once you done with that, go to this get mp3, and now I'll show you how to set it up. So basically the next step is click on this plus icon, search for HTTP, make a request, and then URL. In the URL portion, just paste this URL. Method is going to be get. You can see here method is get in the header. So now the next step is we need to add the header, header 1 and header 2. So for that, copy this xrapid API host and xrapid API key, and then paste the value as well. So now you might be wondering that why I have not taken this colon here. So basically make.com HTTP module will automatically take that column. So like if you put column here in the both name, you will get an error because it automatically captured that by default. So if you put colon here, it will be a double colon once we'll run this particular module. So I'll show you what kind of error you will get. So yes, parse response, yes, we want to parse this response. So now just click on that and run this particular module, and see, you will run into an error, right? Because it will automatically by default it will fetch the colon, so we don't need to put that again. After apart from that, you can give it any name you want. Here it does not necessarily require to give it this exact name. You can put it anything here. So now click on OK and run this, and see, we will get the link of the mp3 file that we can easily copy this link, paste this link in the browser and then download it. Right now it is not found, but yeah, eventually let's put a real example here. Okay, so now if you can put this id and if you can run this, see, now we get the link that we can copy paste and download it very easily, right? Okay. Okay. Now once we get the link, we need to the one more thing that we need to do is we need to replace this id with the dynamic id so that we can make this workflow dynamic instead of just getting mp3 file for that particular id, right? So for that we already got the id from the text parser through the video link, so just add that here. So whenever we run this workflow for a particular video link, it will get the mp3 file for that particular video link, not ones that we put statically, right? So now click on OK and we are good to go. The next step is to, now let's run this workflow first so that we can get the data, and once we get the data we can use the data to get going it further. So run this workflow once and click on any of this. Yeah, so it's already run. Yeah, so we got the link, the downloadable link of the short video. Right now so there are few additional things that you can get. Also the title, which is very important to identify the video, and so like if you want to change the title later on in this workflow, we can do that as well automatically, so that we know you don't need to think a lot about on like what put in a title and description and all of that thing. So yeah, it is very useful in that sense. Now the next step is to get this file. So basically we cannot use the link to get the transcription of the video, right? We need to download that, and for that first we need to turn it into an downloadable format. So for that we are going to use http module. In that we are going to use a get file action item, and here just put the link, and yeah, so now if you can run this one and we can click on this, you can see we will get the file in a downloadable format, which is in this binary format, right? Now again this file is not accessible to a normal scenario, right? And we need to upload this file somewhere to make it accessible. So for that we need to use a storage services, and in this particular case we are going to use Google Drive. So basically upload a file module we are going to use, and now here select the folder. Again you can choose any folder you want, but again I'm going to choose yeah, make.com folder. Perfect. So now if you can run this particular module, okay, what is left? So I'm making this video live so that you can see what mistake I'm making and how can I rectify it, so that whenever you run into any kind of error, you also know like how to rectify this mistake. So like I'm not editing any part of this system building scenario. So yeah, so now run this one and click on this button and see what we are getting. Yeah, so basically our file is uploaded on Google Drive and we got the link. So this is the web view link that you need to copy, and if you paste it here, you get the mp3 file of that. And if you just listen to it, you yeah, अगले 30 सेकंड में मैं आपकी So basically you already got the mp3 file. Now it is much easier for us to get the transcription of this particular file through AI, and for that we are going to use ChatGPT, right? So now the next part is again still OpenAI will not be able to access this file directly, and for that we need to download this file. So for that again go to Google Drive module, click on this download a file, and here file ID, just enter the file ID here and then click on OK, right? And if you again run it and click on generate script, so yeah, process is done. The file is already in this one, so you can see the review link. Now again let's look at that. Now it is a downloadable file, so once you can easily download this file, right? So yeah, it is done. So basically downloadable file means it will have a view access, so now ChatGPT can easily access this file, right? So now the next so now 50% of the system is already built, and we already get the mp3 file from the YouTube video. Now the next part is to get the transcription, and from that transcription create a script, and from that script convert that script into a voiceover. That is the second part. So now before we move further, first go to platform.openai.com, sign up for the account, and there click on this setting icon, go to billing, and then here just recharge your account with $5. $5 is more than enough for you to get maybe around, I think, 200-300 video script, right? So just do that, and now once you recharge your account, go to dashboard, come to API key and create a new API key, right? So once you create API key, just copy that API key and come to make.com, click on this icon again, search for OpenAI, and here click on create a transcription. So like if you're doing it for the first time, you need to add your account here. I already my account connected here because I'm using it for a lot of workflow, right? So now just click on add, paste your API key here, right? And for the organization ID, again go to click on the setting icon, and in general tab, here is the organization ID that you can copy and paste it here, and voila, that's it. Now again here click on this Google Drive download file source, and model is, there is only one model right now as of now, and in prompt you can put it like transcription very basic. You don't need to it doesn't need to be fancy, and the output is response output is in a text format we want, and voila, it is done. Right now if you can just click on this one, and if you can click any of this one, see workflow is running, and now ChatGPT is creating a transcript from the audio file. So now let's look at the transcription. I hope we got the so okay, we got the transcription, and now based on this we want to create a new script, right? So for that again we are going to use OpenAI create completion model, and I'm going to copy the prompt that I already have used for one of these system. I don't want to like waste any more time here. So base model is GPT-4o, message, yes, this one, use okay, system. So I'll explain each and everything. First let me paste all of this prompt. So here text is this. This is the user prompt. Again, the last one is also the user prompt that I don't need to give it, but for accuracy purpose I will put it down. Right, so now let's understand each and every component of this. So basically system means you're telling system that you are an intelligent or helpful, maybe writer or marketeer or whatever role you want to give it to a system. You can give it that role, give that role so that you can get an accurate output of the input, right? So basically we are telling system that you are an excellent intelligent YouTube short script rewriter that rewrite engaging script to hook listener or readers, whatever it is. Right now the second is user role, where we are telling ChatGPT that what exactly we want from that particular input. And the third one is again the user role, where we are giving ChatGPT a reference or the text from where we want to generate an output, right? Again, there is another role which is assistant, where you can give some really good example of what exactly you want in an output to enhance the quality of the output. Again, max token I'm using 4096, right? You can use below that as well, but again I'm using it so that I'm making sure that it doesn't crash, right? So yeah, now click on OK. Again, you can also look at some advanced settings. So temperature I would always prefer 0.7, which is again like working really well for me. You can play with it. You can put it like 0.5 to 0.1, 0.5 to 1. You can put it anything between that, but yeah, this is something that working really well for me, so I'm using it. So now okay, let's run this once again and click any of this one, and let's wait for some time to get the output. Yeah, so we already got the script. So yeah, see, this is the script that we got from the transcription that we get from the mp3 file. So yeah, and you can also see the usage, how many tokens we have used to get this output, right? So yeah, there are a lot of information that you can see here in the usage and the choices. Perfect. So now once we get the script, now it's time to get the voiceover of that particular script, and for that we are going to use Elevenlabs. So now just go to 11labs.io, and once you sign up with an account, you can use initially you can use free account, and once you exhaust the credit limit, you can then switch to an pro plan or the paid account. I'm currently using a paid account where I have 65,000 credit limit remaining. I already used 40% of the quota. So basically once you log into the account, now there's a lot of voices that you can choose to get voiceover from, right? There are a lot of voices. Preferably I'm using one that I think is one of the most accurate human-like voice that you can easily use and then monetize your videos on YouTube, which is an Amit Gupta, Sachin deep and thoughtful voice, Kunal Agrawal. So yeah, these three voices are the ones that I like the most, and I feel that these voices are like human-like voices. So yeah, now once you done with the creating account or login into your account, go to make.com, click on plus icon, search for Elevenlabs because there's already an integration, and click on this create a speech synthesis. Now most of you are doing it for the first time. You just click on this add button, and you need to enter your API key. So for that, just go to your my account and come to API key, and you can create your own API key and then put that API key here, and voila, your connection is successful with the make.com. Once you do that, now select the voice that you like. So I already told you that I like the voice of Amit Gupta, and then the model. So here my humble suggestion to you guys is to use this 11 multilingual version 2, which is one of the most accurate and very stable version. Of course you can use any of this version, and but this version is very accurate and very stable. Again, it will take a lot of credit to create a short voiceover, but it worth it. Now the text, so we are going to use the text that OpenAI has generated, right? So for that, just come okay, so just come to this part, yeah, message part and the content. Perfect. Stability, okay, so we want one stability. One means 100% stability, right? Similarity boost, we can use that. Optimization latency, okay, we don't want to use that right now, but yeah, now once you click on OK, the voiceover is get generated. So now let's look at that, how it will going to generate the voiceover. So click on run once and come to Airtable, click on generate script, and then we wait for the voiceover from the Elevenlabs. See, the output has been generated. It will take some time to generate voiceover, but yeah. So now, yeah, so the file name is this one, for even Elevenlabs, whatever it is. But now once we get the file, we want to store it in the Google Drive, right? So just click on upload file and Elevenlabs, yeah, select this one, enter manually, not manually. We can choose a specific folder where we want to save this voiceover. So just select that particular folder in the Google Drive. Yeah. Click on OK. Perfect. Okay, so now once we get the file, now it's time to update the Airtable database with the file link, voiceover file link and everything. So now click on this update record. Select the base, select the table that you want to update the records with. Now select the record ID, which is which is something that we got in the webhook, so that it will only update this particular record ID, not any other records. Now in the record ID, put this particular record ID again from the webhook. Then video link. So basically, video link is already there. We are already putting that manually. Status. Now again we want to update the status as well. So basically, let's see what's the drop down status there. Script done from AI. Okay. Again, you can choose any status you want. This is something that I have added. Now title, you can add a title from the HTTP module that we got the title from the transcription text that you can add from the ChatGPT module. This one, again there are two modules, so always use the transcription text from the module from where you got the transcription of the MP3 audio or the MP3 file. Script link, so for that you can use this one, web view link, which is again we uploaded. This is the upload module, so we are going to use that. Again, there is another column that I need to add. Again, let's add another column, which is a voiceover link, and type of the column is URL. Let's do that, and now come to make.com, click on OK, and then again click on that particular module, Airtable module, and now you can see the voiceover link. So here we already upload a file, so right, we need to add the web view link of that particular file. Okay, so basically, I don't know, like for some reason, the last part of this particular system is not get recorded, so that is why I'm re-recording this, and I will show you where I left. So basically, now we already got the voiceover from the Elevenlabs. So now we need to, in order to access that voiceover, we need to store it somewhere, right? So for this we are going to use a Google Drive uh, to store the audio file or the voiceover file. So for that, let's um, click on that plus icon and then search for Google Drive module and then upload a file, select the upload a file and then choose the folder that you want that particular voiceover to store. And then in the file section, you can choose, you can tick mark on this Elevenlabs, create a speech synthesis directly. You don't need to map it from the previous module, right? So now just click on OK and it will get stored. And once you do that, again there's another module to rename the file, but again it is not required. So I will create a exact module that I think that module also I lost for some reason, but I'll create it and I'll share it with you in the YouTube video description, so you can click on that link and get access to that particular module. So again, if you have watched this video till this particular point, so I just wanted to give you a quick heads up about the community that I recently launched, which is an AI automation and make.com community, where I will be sharing all the things about AI automation and make.com. Plus, I will be holding a monthly live one-on-one group live session where you and other community members are going to be on that call, and then we will discuss a few ideas and the questions that you guys have, and then we can also discuss about what we can do more about these things to make money, right? So if you are interested, if you watch this video till far, and if you want to access more high level systems around AI automation and me.com, join that community and I will see you in the inside. So now let's come to the system part. So now once you upload a file, now it's time to get the link to Airtable database from the Google Drive. So now here in this particular module, we are going to update each and every column that is required. So let's say the first thing, we are going to search the particular record with the help of record ID that we already got from the webhook, right? And then we'll store that record ID in a record ID column. Next thing, we will change the status from scheduled to voiceover done, or whatever status you have added in that particular column. Right now in the title, we will select the title of that particular voiceover from the HTTP module, from where we transcribe the data, transcribe the video to MP3. So we also got the title, right? As you can remember. So we will add that title from that particular module, and then in the voiceover section, we will add the web view link of the upload file Google Drive module. So here, one thing that you need to remember is, like, you don't need to add web content link, otherwise you will not be able to download that file. You always have to add a web view link here, right? So just do that and click on OK, and then voila, your system is finished. Right now, one thing that you need to do is you need to test it multiple times so that you make sure that your system is working really well. And once you are satisfied with that, and you are confident that your system is working really well, just click on this little icon here and turn on the system. And now whenever like you click on this particular button, you will get all the data, like from the script to voiceover. You will get everything here in the Airtable, and then from here you can click on the voiceover link, Google Drive link, and then you can access the voiceover and the script and everything, right? And now we are really good to go to create your first faceless or face scan video for yourself without having to spend much time on creating script and voiceover. So now I hope you like this video. If you are like, if you have liked this video, if you watch this video till this point, share this video